County of Kisumu, and Lwangni Beach Hotels in Kisumu is no more. Famed for its delicious fresh fish, the hotel's more than 3 decades of existence was last night brought to an end after its owners were forced to demolish the structures to pave the way for what the Kenya Railways management has termed as revitalization and expansion of the Kisumu port. Thousands of traders with temporary occupation licenses and short leases within Kenya Railways land along Akamba Line and Lwangni Beach in Kisumu had been given a 1-month notice to vacate the land. The notice expires on the 12th of next month, just 3 days before the official opening of the refurbished port. And Oko Kusa now joins us live from the county of Kisumu with the latest on that. Oko, what much has happened and what are the concerns on the ground, if any?
Well, of course, Dan, a lot has happened, and there's a host of concerns coming in from the traders here. Since last night, they have been forced to demolish their structures, as you mentioned, especially those who have their structures erected on a road reserve. They had a meeting there. They were summoned yesterday by the county government of Kisumu that gave them up to 10 p.m. last night to bring down those structures. And that happened. In fact, sometime at around 11 p.m., there was a bulldozer that came around here and brought some of the permanent structures down. So as we speak, a lot of fears from the traders, especially those who got notices from the Kenya Railways, those who are occupying Kenya Railway land, who have until 12th of next month to vacate. I've sort of been forced also to go ahead and demolish their structures even ahead of the expiry of that notice. So that is happening as we speak now on my left, and we expect these demolitions to go on and to extend to that place you've mentioned there called Akamba Line. They have also been issued with the notices, and we are expecting them. There are a lot of fears actually, even from the traders who have shops on that end. They have been here trying to find out what exactly is happening. So even last night we witnessed some of them taking out their properties from the shops up down there. So there's a lot of confusion and fear. Remember, this is a notice that is coming from the county government and at the same time the Kenya Railways. As I've mentioned there, Kenya Railways issued a notice which is supposed to expire on the 12th. But the county government gave the traders who have their shops erected on the road reserve, which is just where we are standing. It's a road that is going to link the town with the port. It's sort of like a ring road. That is what they're trying to describe. It's supposed to open up the shoreline because, as we heard before, the county government intends to make Kisumu turn its face to face the lake. It's according to Governor Nyong'o, when he took over office, he said that Kisumu, as we speak, has turned its face. It's actually facing the other side and not facing the lake, which is what his manifesto sort of was reading, that he intends to make Kisumu turn around and face the lake. So that is a project that the governor is holding close to his heart, and he's been very, very, very forceful, that is, as far as executing that plan is concerned. So as we speak now, he's trying to create a road that is going to open up the shoreline and make Kisumu face Lake Victoria. That is the plan that was captured there in his manifesto. So a lot of traders here, we are talking of thousands of people who have been eking out a living on these particular structures at the Lwangni Beach hotels, as you mentioned there. We are talking of hotels that have been in existence for 30 to 35 years and have been providing residents here and, of course, even visitors with fresh fish from the lake. And that, as we speak now, is going to be no more. Traders there last night were asking the government and the county government to at least give them more time so that they can look for alternative places to set up their businesses. They are also asking the county government to provide them with alternative grounds where they can set up their businesses and continue. They're talking of businesses that have been providing their livelihoods. They are giving them income even to school their children, to pay their rent. So there's a lot of fears and people staring at unemployment on the face here. And those concerns that you alluded to there, Dan, are real. The people who really don't know what they're going to do next after these demolitions have been taken care of. And at the same time, it is not very clear who they are supposed to talk to, because when they go to the county government, they are referred to Kenya Railways. Kenya Railways says it's not within their docket, that these demolitions are being undertaken by the Interior Ministry. So there's a lot of that mix up even to these people, especially those who are intending to have a dialogue with the authorities. A section of them, as I've made to understand, have decided to go the court way. They could be filing a case in court to try and get an injunction to bar these demolitions from happening, these evictions from happening. But we are yet to actually get to know who these traders are and if it is true that they are carrying out those threats of going to court to seek redress on that end. So that is happening as we speak now. A lot of demolition still going on. We've seen the Kenya Power here, personnel trying to disconnect electricity from the affected structures. At least so even if these demolitions are going on, they go on, they consider safety. That is in a nutshell what is happening down here. We have intentions to speak with the county government later today and just find out how extensive these evictions are going to happen from Lwangni Hotel, if they be moving to a Cumberland. Also try to get a reaction from Kenya Railways. It has been not very easy to get a reaction from there in the past, but we continue trying to get a reaction and really just find out what they intend to do, because even the tenants, there are tenants who are occupying railways houses, and those ones too have been sort of frightened by the developments that are happening, and they really don't know who to speak with. They don't know their fate, whether they'll be evicted too, as it's happening with the tenants, those who are occupying Kenya Railways lands. Done.
And Okusa, just to confirm, do we have any kind of indication of the number of individuals who are going to be affected in terms of jobs in that case?
Well, it's not very clear, but I've mentioned there, it's a rough estimate we are giving. We are talking of thousands of people because, as was mentioned here at Lwangni Beach alone, we are talking of 24 hotels. And roughly one hotel will be having like 10 or so people working in them. So just in Lwangni, that is just the far part, which is close to the shores. But then there are structures that were occupying this place where I'm standing, which were shops, hotels, cyber cafes, and all that kind of a thing. So they also have people who are depending on them. And then when we move to Cumberland, there are also hotels there. And of course, there are mini shopping markets. We are talking about a market called Winmart, which is also set to go down. And there's also Taifa market. Sorry, Biashara market. It's not very clear whether that one will also go down too. But if that is going to happen, then it means we are talking of thousands of people who are likely to lose their sources of income when these evictions finally come to an end. Done.